Hello, dear friends. Humor is an antidote to the tragic sense of life. Opinion piece. Pope Trump. Terrible May. Marking territory. Pushed into the light. Control of the Vatican. Psychological warfare. Let's start. A new Pope Trump meme is breaking the internet. Social media was flooded with a controversial new meme, an artificial intelligence-generated image showing President Trump dressed as a pope. The image quickly went viral and unleashed a wave of reactions, jokes, and debates on platforms such as Truth Social, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter. The new Pope Trump meme has broken mental patterns by combining humor, politics, and religion at a particularly delicate time for the Vatican. The image, born from a Trump joke and powered by artificial intelligence, has generated both laughter and outrage, reflecting the power and danger of memes in the digital age. Trump posted on Truth Social an image of himself dressed as a pope, wearing a white cassock, a fisherman's ring, and a large cross, raising his hand as if imparting a blessing. The image was interpreted by many as provocative and quickly trended, generating thousands of memes and satirical comments. The meme not only generated laughter and creativity online, but also controversy. The New York Catholic Conference and other religious groups expressed their annoyance, considering the post disrespectful given the context of Pope Francis' recent death and the solemnity of the conclave. Someone pointed out that nowhere in the Constitution does it say that the person elected president cannot also be Pope. Some users viewed the image as a simple joke, while others call it offensive or even blasphemous. The debate expanded to include the use of artificial intelligence in politics and religion, as the ease with which fake images are created can have unforeseen consequences on public perception. Interpretation. According to Sierra, the coalition has taken control of the Vatican and all the gold it had stored in secret tunnels, while Zelensky threatens the lives of world leaders who will attend the victory parade in Moscow on May 9th, and the United Nations faces a significant financial deficit and could run out of funds in the coming months. According to Ariel, the image of Trump dressed as the Pope is pure psychological warfare. The Vatican is not just a church, it is a bank, a fortress, and a vault for the secrets of the old God. If he has the gold, the files, or the blackmail dossiers, he is showing off the crown he just seized. In other words, President Trump isn't making fun of it, he's marking his territory. The most powerful couple in the world has just been symbolically crushed, and he's letting them know he's sitting on his throne, with his robes and his secrets. And the best part, most people still think it's just a meme. Terrible May. In quotes. The Pope will have a terrible May. Those who supported him will be pushed into the light. From dark to light. The Pope's personal guardian is the old Moloch. Do you understand? The old Moloch. This is the cryptic anonymous message signed by the cycle that Jessinger published. It implies that Pope Francis' allies or accomplices will be publicly exposed, that is, pushed into the light, moving from the darkness of secrecy or concealment to the clarity of revelation and exposure. It is a metaphor for revelations or denunciations. The owl is a recurring symbol in conspiracy theories, where it is often associated with surveillance, hidden wisdom, or secret societies, where the owl represents Moloch. The figure of Moloch has become popular online as a symbol of sacrifice and elite corruption. It is a figure from ancient times, associated in the Bible and rabbinic tradition with human sacrifice, especially of children, and demonized in literature as a symbol of a power that demands atrocious sacrifices in exchange for favors. In modern culture, Moloch is often used figuratively to refer to systems or entities that devour the most valuable part of human beings in exchange for power or stability. This suggests that the Pope would be protected or guided by dark, occult, or demonic forces, depending on the tale. Do you get it yet? Is a phrase that seeks to provoke the reader, suggesting that the message contains a hidden truth that only the awakened can understand. This is a typical phrase used to suggest that the reader is beginning to see the hidden truth, inviting them to continue to delve deeper into this narrative. The message uses cryptic language and esoteric symbols to imply that the Pope and his entourage may be involved in dark practices or alliances, and that in May 2025 something will come to light that will expose these secrets. Trump Pope. In quotes, "I would like to be Pope. That would be my number one choice. I think I would be a great Pope. Nobody would do it better than me," President Trump said Wednesday from the White House. Meanwhile, Vice President Vance, a Catholic convert who was the last official to serve the late Pope Francis, defended Trump in a post on his X account, arguing that the image should be taken as a joke. According to Sorchafal, President Trump proclaimed, "I would like to be the Pope. That would be my number one choice." And then the White House posted a photo of him sitting on the Vatican throne as Pope Trump. Bill Kristol posted the message, in quotes, "Hey Vance, are you okay with this disrespect and mockery of the Holy Father?" And the Vice President Vance responded, "As a general rule, I'm fine with people telling jokes, and I'm not fine with people starting stupid wars that kill thousands of my fellow citizens." One person who certainly doesn't respect Pope Trump, with whom he sat down at the Vatican just a week ago, is Zelensky, who declared he would not honor the ceasefire offered by President Putin and threatened to launch missiles to assassinate world leaders attending Victory Day celebrations honoring the 80th anniversary of the defeat of Nazi Germany in Moscow. Reactions. Archbishop Vigano believes the only way to save the Church will have to come with acknowledging the mistake of installing Francis as Pope, obviously. Things will change when the Church puts people first. All the noise and confusion are generated by people operating the disco ball smoke and mirrors machine, according to Poetok. The annoyance expressed by the New York Catholic Conference contrasts with Trump's idea that he would like the Archbishop of New York, Cardinal Timothy Michael Dolan, to be the next Pope. The image of President Trump, in which he appears dressed as the Pope, has generated stir since its publication. Cardinal Timothy Dolan considered the image not good. Dolan is one of the 133 attendees at the conclave and whom Trump described as a good choice to succeed Francis. The New York Catholic Conference accused President Trump on Saturday of mocking the faith after the president published an image of himself dressed as the Pope that has gone viral. The controversial image shows him wearing a white cassock, mitre, and a golden cross, and he appears to be about to give blessing, as his right arm is bent at shoulder level and his index finger is raised. Economy. Oil prices plummet to 2021 lows. The US and Ukraine sign a rare earths agreement. Trump pushes for stable coins instead of paper money. The US will impose tariffs on film because Hollywood is being devastated. Ron Paul calls for an audit for the Federal Reserve. Trump announces that we are in an economic transition and that people will soon see gold. Many Americans are receiving refunds thanks to Social Security Equity Act, according to Mr. Poole. The central bank's control over the people is coming to an end, and the new financial dawn is here, according to Clay Clark. Future Ford vehicles could repossess themselves if their owners default on their rent or loan payments. USA. 8 farmers arrested for selling too many eggs. Trump orders reopening of Alcatraz maximum security prison. Michelle Obama admits he is a black trans man. FDA banks Elon Musk's Neuralink human experiments. It means they are forbidden from now. Arrest warrant issued in the Philippines for Bill Gates. RFK reveals that the Department of Health aided human trafficking. The FBI under Cash Paddle is dismantling trafficking networks. Trump's new task force exposes a DARPA plot. Federal law enforcement agencies must be held accountable to Congress. DeSantis had advanced knowledge of the Mar-a-Lago raid and exchanged text messages with Attorney General Garland, but decided not to warn Trump, according to Michael Baxter. Social collapse, according to Dave 68. The government hired a company called Griffin Scientific to analyze how to respond to a variety of disasters. But a ghost town in the Arizona desert, north of Phoenix, near the base of Bradshaw Mountains, lies a remote ghost town in the middle of the desert. This nearly abandoned place is coming back to life since 3 people recently purchased it. Europe. European Union farmers celebrate the net zero emissions shutdown. Portugal will expel around 18,000 illegal immigrants before early national elections. More than 10,000 commuters affected in Spain by the theft of cables on the high-speed line between Madrid and Seville. The German defense minister admits that Germany lacks the capacity to defend itself in a war. Klaus Schwab's daughter confesses that the Davos Forum has eugenic plans. Klaus Schwab not only resigned last week, but was also accused of embezzlement. Other news. The censorship hole is getting deeper, according to Sonic Cat. Dr. Carrie Maggett explains cloning technology before they try to kill her, putting orders the destruction of all stockpiles in Russia, according to Michael Baxter. Antigens. The Houthis attacked Tel Aviv with ballistic missiles and announced a comprehensive air blockade of Israel. Blackout in Bali. Indonesia's tourist paradise affected by a power outage. Chinese android robot goes berserk when turned on and attacks its engineers. Clone Robotics, a Polish robot developer, has overcome the barrier between human and machine by replacing the robot's mechanical body structure with a synthetic human muscle skeletal system. Its name is Protoclone. Americas. Mexico is saved from recession amid trade war. The Mexican government announces the gradual implementation of the 40-hour work week. Trump seeks to have Mexico approve a greater U.S. military presence to fight drug trafficking. Trump says it would be a honor to send U.S. troops to Mexico to fight the cartels. A magnitude 7.5 earthquake struck southern Chile, and a tsunami alert was declared. A swarm of earthquakes hits the Drake Passage near Ushuaia, Argentina. The strongest one measured 7.4. Bolivia rejected negative ratings of its economy and blamed the opposition for a boycott. The salary increase for Bolivian workers does not compensate for the loss of purchasing power. Cuba highlights the role of the BRICS in building a more just world order. Petro proposes reviving the dream of Great Colombia and seeks similar interests among neighboring countries. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.